I'm not gonna hold you, but DC Pride, y'all ate that. Y'all did that. Let's talk about it.
She just let me know, but they show no fish. Didn't say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. Didn't say you found it, but she doesn't want.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Bonnie Scotch. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. I kind of wanted to bring you like a cute weekend recap. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I did for the first time ever DC Pride. Now I've done Pride in New York, okay, and long ago in my 20s. Okay, I'm not a parade person. I'm not a huge crowd person anymore like that. You won't really find me out there. However, the opportunity presented itself, and I was just going with the flow. Also, I got a chance to walk with the Whitman Walker Health Float. Right, so Whitman Walker Clinic is a nonprofit community health center in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area with a special expertise in HIV and AIDS healthcare as well as LGBT healthcare. Chartered as an affirming healthcare center for the gay and lesbian community in 1978, Whitman Walker was one of the first responders to the HIV/AIDS epidemic in DC and became a leader in HIV/AIDS education, prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. So yeah, I was with the Whitman Walker float. Well, turns out, let me just take it from the top. So I met this really nice guy. I meet a lot of my like current homies through the internet. Like I've met a lot of people just like on the internet kikiing. Anyway, this was no different. So shout out to Jay. I'm not gonna put his government out there because I don't know if he wants his name to be known. But I met up with him and his boyfriend, sweetest couple. I had so much fun, and they had a friend, or Jay's boyfriend, Ra, had a friend who was actually working with this company, Whitman Walker. And so we got to walk with the float, which was fabulous. I'm just talking over this segment because I don't want YouTube to flag me about this music, honey. But there were kids out there, babies, dogs, elderly people, parents, grandparents, everybody and their grandmother literally was outside. It was 82 degrees, so it was hot, but in the shade it was like nice. And then we got some nice breezes, which was everything, but it wasn't too crazy. It was just like when you start to dance and walk and move or whatever, you really felt it. But baby, let me tell you something. DC really showed me so much love. Now, I don't get a chance to get to DC often. I'm in Maryland. I pretty much keep it local, you know what I'm saying? But DC, when I tell you DC showed me so much love, I loved walking in the parade. It was a completely different experience from just being in the crowd. I think that's what gives me anxiety, is like being in the crowd and moving through all those people. Whereas with the float, you have your people, you have your section, and you move with your own truck. Fab, honey. Baby, when we pumped down that little walkway, the people were going up. It was really cute. Now, I do have one gripe, one complaint. It's no shade. It's no shade to the girls, okay? But the DJ was blowing me because we had like a good like 2 hour. I think it was like a good couple of hours that we were just like standing in that spot, like we were at a standstill. I don't know what was going on. I heard there was some protesters out there. I didn't see any. We didn't encounter that. But in any case, we were just, at a standstill for a while, just chilling, whatever. And the DJ was blowing me at this time. And I really felt like I could get up there and literally work a playlist out of my Spotify right now and make this shit jump. Like, no shade to Sylvester or disco or the 70s era. I love the 70s era, but I'm not even kidding you. He played You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. He played that like 3 times. I was like, girl, if you don't play some Kylie Minogue, some Gaga, some Janet, some Missy Elliott, some Doechii, some Ariana Grande, like, what is going on here? Some Azalea Banks, some Cakes the Killer, anything. So when we finally started moving, it was really, really cute. I mean, well, here's the thing. Let me break it down for y'all a bit. I was going to wear like an all pink monochromatic fit, pink like fluorescent short, pink crochet top, but then I went looking for sneakers and I couldn't find any the exact shade of pink that I wanted. And I was like, I'm not breaking up a monochromatic fit with black Chucks, because that was really like my only other option at that point. So I had to revamp, change my whole energy, my whole style or whatever. And I ended up wearing one of my crochet fits that I made last year. So shout out to being a designer, because that was the upside. Like, I was like, oh my God, I have something to wear. Now, let me tell you something. It fit a little bit different than when I first made it. The ass was eating the shorts up a little bit, like in the beginning, and then throughout the day I was sitting down, standing up, and they got a little bit more stretch to it. But baby, I got nonstop compliments all day on my crochet fit. Everybody was like, oh my God, did you make this? Fab. Baby. The niggas, y'all's uncles and stepdaddies was on my ass like cheese on bread on that Good Saturday, honey. On my ass like white on rice. I was like, oh, period, yes. It was everything. Like, the energy was just, it was so correct. And at first I was a little bit self-conscious about my body, because I've been on this weight gain journey. I actually gained like 10, 12 pounds or something like that. And I've been working out since consistently 3-4 times a week since April. And, I'm still getting my midsection together, because, when you gain weight everywhere. You gain it in your face, your titties, your thighs, your ass, but also your stomach gets it. And so that has been the hardest thing for me and it's been pulling together, but to actually like officially snatch it, it's going to take work. And I'm not like doing any corset training or anything like that. I'm just doing natural workouts 3-4 days a week. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But baby, the vibe was so sexy. I felt extremely sexy. Y'all stepdaddies and uncles thought it was sexy. So shout out to them. I definitely got to make it out to DC more. What else was going on? Shout out to Hunter Jade, a drag queen that I met that was walking with the Whitman Walker fluid or whatever. Really nice. Walking out there for 2 miles in them boots, honey. All my respect. Like, y'all know there is nobody that I respect more than a drag queen. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm sure I've mentioned this in previous videos. I know I have, in fact. But I definitely identify as bisexual or pansexual. Ain't no need to fight about me. I love everybody. Shout out to Baby Tate. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. We ended up getting on the train to go and get some food. Baby, there was this guy that was working in the train station. This man was so fine. And like, you could tell by the way he was looking at me, like he was bewitched. He was. And I'm not even putting no sauce, no gas on it or nothing like that. But he was bewitched by the doll. And I could tell, like, at the same time, like, he was trying really hard to be professional. But if he asked me for my number, I would have gave it to him. He was fine. He was fine. Older too, like maybe like in his 50s, early 50s. He was giving me. I was like, period. That was Pride. It was so much fun. I gotta make it out to DC more. I really, really do. DC owes me nothing. Oh, there was a Doechii show last night that looked so live, but it started at 11. Girl, Doechii. I was in my bed at 10. Like, I was literally in bed, like knocked out at 10 because it was like 9:30 and I started to doze and I was like, oh no, let's wrap this up. Let me get my shit together and head to the bed. So 10, I was out of there. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I would give the experience, I would only give it a 9 out of 10 because we had to wait so long to move. That was like, oh, and because of the DJ. No Sade. Outside of that, everything else got its 10s. The food we ended up getting, the vibe of the people that I was with, the niggas that was outside. But anyway, y'all, that was my DC Pride recap. Go ahead and hit the like button for me on the way out, and I will see y'all for the next one. Peace.
Damn.
He made it through the summer.
Pissed.
And look at me.
Mm-hmm. You'll get him.